So a ship sailing due west at 20 miles per hour records the bearing of an oil rig at north 55.4 degrees west. An hour and a half later, the bearing of the same rig is north 66.8 degrees east. How far is the ship from the oil rig the second time, and how close did the ship pass to the oil rig? Okay, so let's sketch this picture. You got plenty of slides here, so don't be stingy on your room on the picture, okay? Because the bigger the picture is, the easier it is for you to label and understand what's going on. All right, so it says a ship is sailing due west. What does that mean, due west? That means straight west, straight to the left, okay? So he's not going northwest or southwest or anything like that, just due west. So I'm going to draw my little compass rose there, and I'm going to draw this ship going to the west here. All right, so he sights this oil rig from that compass rose. So he's going from, I guess I should say he's doing, oops, wrong color. He's sailing due west from before that point, okay? But we don't care about before he sights it for the first time. So we don't have to worry about this that's over here on the left. Excuse me, the right. All right, so we got some oil rig out here, okay? And so he's going to see it. And it tells us it's at a bearing of north to the west. So I can see from my north, he's looking west. So that angle right there is 55.4 degrees. So he sighted it, and then he's still sailing due west, okay? And then he's going to look at it again. So we have a little compass rose here. And it says this time when he looks at it, he's looking from north going to the east, 66.8 degrees. So north to the east. So that angle right there is 66.8 degrees. Now what else did it tell me that I haven't labeled? It said he traveled for an hour and a half, right? Well, how fast is he going? 20 miles per hour. So he went So for 1.5 hours, he traveled 20 miles per hour. So how far did he travel in between his sightings? Did you say 30? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this right here, then it's going to be 30 miles. All right, so the first question is, how far is the ship from the oil rig the second time? So the second time he looks at it, how far apart are they? So that's this side over here, isn't it? So we're going to call that X. How am I going to find that? Well, guys, if all else fails, find whatever you can on these, okay?
Can't you find, like, the angle where 55 is by, like, 90 minus that?
Yes. These two angles right here form a 90-degree angle. So we can find this inside angle by subtracting 90 minus 55.4, which is 34.6. Okay, what else? Same thing on the other side. So I can find this little angle over here by taking 90 minus 66.8. Which is 23.2? Okay. So what now? Yeah, I can find the top angle by subtracting taking 180 and subtracting the other two, right? So what do we get for our top angle?
122.2.
Okay, so now, what else can I do?
Do 55 and 30 and 34.6 and half. Like the little thing we've been doing.
Yeah. But maybe I misheard you. I don't think I heard your angles right. Okay, the 34.6 and the side of X. I can use the law signs with that. And which other ones?
122.
Okay, there we go. I thought I heard another angle.
Yeah, I said.
Okay. All right, so for A, we can take sine of 122.2 over the side across from it and set that equal to sine of 34.6 degrees over the side across from it. So X will equal 30 times sine of 34.6 degrees over sine of 122.2 degrees. So approximately 20 miles. Okay, so the ship is 20 miles away from the oil rig at the second sighting. All right. B said, how close did the ship pass to the oil rig? Well, that's going to be, the closest difference is when it is directly below the oil rig, right? And since it's directly below the oil rig, that's going to form a 90-degree angle there. So I want to know this. I'm just going to call this one Y. So how am I going to solve for that? Well, now I'm kind of looking at a right triangle, correct? Now let me do this too. Let me label the one I just found. We said X was approximately 20 miles, right?
So hypotenuse and opposite.
Right. If I use this triangle that's over here on the left, so this one over here, we know this is 20, we know this is 23, this is a right angle, and we're looking for Y, aren't we? So I can use SOHCAHTOA there. So which one is opposite an hypotenuse? So sine of 23 degrees, or excuse me, 23.2 degrees. I forgot to put the 0.2 in my little drawing there. Is equal to the opposite, which is what we're after, over the hypotenuse. So multiply both sides by 20. So 7.9 miles. So at the closest point, the ship was 7.9 miles from the rig, oil rig. All right.